Welcome to the Light Skin Bantu, and today's topic is the Diddy and Cassie situation. Now, watching that, you know, unfold where Diddy was beating up Cassie in that hotel, a lot of things came to mind. A lot of things came to mind. It reminded me a lot, somewhat of my childhood because I grew up around it. Domestic violence, I grew up around it, and whether it's be my uncles, my dad, and it's something I hated, and I vowed that it's something I will never repeat or ever, practice because I respect my father. Like I said, I respect a lot of my family members who are male, but the one thing I know that it's not even just like Black America. I'm talking in Africa. The one thing I do know is there's a lot of shit that goes down in a lot of African households too. That when you see things when you're growing up, that whooping on women was just the norm. I grew up hating it, and I've never done it, and I won't ever do it. I would rather leave you than hit you. Yep, and that's just one thing I'll just much rather do. That's just one thing I'd rather do. I'd rather leave than hit you. And it's crazy to me that a man of wealth and a man of means like Diddy does that kind of shit. And I won't say it's that crazy because, like I said, I grew up around this stuff that the black world has seemed to normalize hitting women. And let me not even lie, women in the black world, I don't know about America, but from where I'm from, they seem to be okay with it. Let me break this down, at least from what I've seen in my family. And I've always spoken up against it. That part of the things, they've classified me as weak because of course I'm light skinned. So I'm automatically weak for not wanting to hit my woman. Now, I think when I was a kid, basically I was in secondary school. I think I was like a senior in secondary school. I think my aunt and my grandma were discussing this, and I told them for a black period I want to hit a woman I'm with. I would never do such. And they said she will walk all over me. They viewed it as yeah, to them it was a strong man that hits his woman. It was like a way of keeping a woman in line, and it never sat right with me. And I don't care if people call me weak or call me soft. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing it. I'll walk away from that. If the relationship is toxic and we just can't even stand each other, I'll walk the fuck away from that relationship. I walked away from many. I don't mind doing it because it's better to walk away than the violence or even the shouting. Because I've even matured to a point that if me and my girl have an issue, I would temper her down in the sense that if she's raising a voice, I will try my best to ensure mine isn't raised, and try my best to calm her down so she doesn't raise her voice, and let's talk about it. And if it's something we can agree to disagree, agree to disagree. If something we agree on, we agree on, and we walk away. And we let it go. And if something that bad that we both disagree, we walk away from each other. It's that simple. It's not even difficult, let me say. But what I've discovered, and it's so disappointing, because I think there was a girl I dated once, fine, beautiful chocolate chick, chocolate skin chick. I liked her a lot, but there was something that gave me the red flag before we broke up. She felt I was, because a lot of girls here, down here, If she felt I was a bit soft, a bit too romantic in the sense that I treated her nice, I treated her well, communicated properly, communicated a lot, and we had a situation where we talked about domestic violence, and I brought her up to speed on my background on that issue and why I never, I'm toxic towards women or hit women on that level, because I saw it. I saw the terror of it on me as a kid, watching that go down, and I didn't want anybody to experience that. You know what she told me? Because she's gone through the same thing, but she came up with another conclusion. She told me that, yeah, that she prefers a man that beats her than a man that walks away. What do I mean? And a lot of them do say this down here in the continent. I'm telling you, it's shocking. They'll tell you, like, they prefer a man that will fight them and provide for them. Like, they can collect beating. Someone say, I will chop beating for an iPhone, basically. Like, they'll prefer a man that beats them and provides for them than a man that maybe is just, does nice things for them, but, would never hit them. And if it comes to a serious disagreement, they'll just walk away from the relationship. They prefer the dude that beats on them and gives them all these luxury things than the dude that, is just a genuinely good dude. It's just like, and that just made me sad. It was appalling too. And this is where I will draw the line on domestic abuse. Women, if any woman watching this channel, please, for the love of God, and this is the same thing I'll give my sisters, advice I give my sisters. If a man hits you once, leave. I beg of you, because I've seen deaths from domestic violence by even distant family members. Not even immediate, but distant family members. I've also seen that from there. Literal deaths. It doesn't stop. Leave. For the love of God and all that is holy, and for even the love of your children, leave. Because when I watched it, it brought PTSD all over again to me. So that's all I had to say about it. Like and subscribe.